It's been a while, hasn't it, guys? Really has. Welcome back to another episode of the Borito Talk Podcast. I am your host, once again, Borito, the number one CDL ESPN analyst in the game, in the world. And a lot of people have been doing tier lists at the end of the season for Black Ops 6, and I didn't really want to do it, but after seeing a few and hearing some discussions, I was like, I can make a pretty interesting discussion video out of this, so why not do it? And it's gonna be very interesting. But before we get started, just want to talk about where I've been. People probably wondering, where's Burrito been? It's been pretty quiet, hasn't it? I have been I am pretty consistent, not gonna lie, but I swear if I don't upload like for 2 days, I fucking feel like I've been gone for like 1,800 hours or 1,800 fucking years. But I've been ill. I've been going out a lot to watch a lot of sports, and I think being downtown around a lot of people, may have got me ill. Whenever I'm out with my friends and everyone's buying drinks and food, people are sharing cups, like like my friend ordered like a peach fucking iced tea, like some sort of alcohol drink, and he asked me if I wanted a sip. A girl at the table took a sip, another girl took a sip, and another guy took a sip. It's like 5 people took a sip off one cup. Like, did that multiple times. Even went to go play pool multiple dude, I have to stop doing that because I'm not sure if it's just that. I have done it lots of times before, but I think just being out around people, there's probably people that are like out in public sick, but they're not saying anything. Obviously, they're just out and about. You're touching everything they're touching, like all that type of shit. So those are the negatives of being out all the time, So, sports aren't over. We're 2-2 in NBA playoffs, 3-2 Oilers. Game on Tuesday to decide if it goes game number 7 on Friday in Edmonton. It'll get crazy if it goes game 7 at home, dude. Holy shit, dude. Shit's going to be popping, but we'll see if it gets down there. And then the NBA is the NBA. And then Club World Cup also starts, and it's on in the morning and it's on in the evening, which is great to watch in the evening. But yeah, there's just a lot of sports going on, just a lot of shit going on. But have to get back to business here. I'm not as sick anymore. Like, my throat's still hurting, but I think I could squeeze through an hour tier list episode real quick. And a lot of these are gonna be pretty quick. I'm gonna save like the best ones for last. So we're gonna like start rattling off some people here. And I sold my old mic, and with that old mic was the control arm, so I ordered a new control arm on Amazon, so that's gonna be coming tomorrow. So right now my mic's like on the desk, so if you hear anything related to like the desk, then it is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna get started here, and where should we start? We're gonna save like the top players for last. I'm gonna start rattling through like the middle. I may throw like a good one here and there. I'm gonna start off with where should I start this off? I'm going to start this off. There's some people I want to save. I'm not going to lie. Okay, I'm going to start off with Awakening. Okay, I'm going to start off with Awakening. For me personally, I was going to take away the D tier and just do C and F, but there's like some people that are like just below D, and I want F to be reserved for people that should not be in the league like next year, like how I personally feel. Obviously don't want anyone to lose their job, but just haven't performed, haven't convinced me at all. And I have to also go through my criteria as well. So obviously a lot of people are saying like the MVP of the league is like scrapping everything. Obviously this tier list is based off of how they did the whole year, but how my criteria is how good I personally think they've done in this game, not just performance wise and placings wise, but also how I personally feel like they play on the map. So I'm taking all that stuff into account. Obviously, like the placings and stuff have to actually have some sort of an effect, but I'm also taking into account how I personally feel like they're playing. So like, for example, I guess I'll do like Johnny. So he's on a terrible team, like they never won, they got shit on, but I'm not going to put him in F because I think he's a better player than F, Like there's scenarios like that. So I'm going to start off with Awakening. I mean, hate to start off on a vibe kill. I know he's had his good series or whatever, and I know there's some potential. Like, I know there's potential in there, but he has not convinced me at all, and I'm contemplating if I should go D or F. I'll be honest. Oh my god, my throat's already like, I'm feeling it, dude. I'm contemplating if I should go D or F here. I am going to put him in F for now because I feel he hasn't convinced me all year. I mean, all year. I should actually, like, my bad. I should have a breaking point stats thing open up just for things like this. So I'm going to open that up on the side. Okay, so I got the statistics here. So we're going to go back and forth on statistics a lot. So, I mean, just to, like, help paint a picture for you guys, this is all going on. So Awakening, the whole season managed an 0.94 with the AR. That is just nowhere near good enough. Like, big negative in all three game modes with an AR, which for pretty much half of the year, if not a majority of the year, like after Major 2, where like they nerfed it, has been like the dominant gun in the game. Like, to average these statistics with an AR, it's just unacceptable. It's really unacceptable, I'm not gonna lie. And I mean, just has never convinced me at all. Like, never convinced me at all. And if we go to Cammy as well, I mean, we could just fucking go to Cammy as well. Even worse, hasn't convinced me at all. Like, had some pop-off times here and there, but, you know, I've always said to be a good AR in the league, to be a good AR, not an average AR, but a good AR, you need to average above a 1.0 because it is literally a role of pre-aiming. There have been lots of times I've been playing. Like, this goes for even in the past. Like, this goes for just the whole time I've been playing Call of Duty. There's been so many times I've been SMG out, playing OBJ, going fast, not working out. I pull an AR, I could be going like 3 and 15, pull out the AR, I'm like 20 and 20 now. Like the AR is like, I'm not going to say it's like such an easy gun to use, but bro, there's no, like, if you're any sort of a good AR, having a below negative KD overall with an AR, you're actually being a disservice to your team because it just means you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So, I mean, poor him and poor Cammy. I mean, where the hell's Cammy? I mean, I was gonna put Cammy D, but after seeing the statistics and seeing that they're way worse than Awakenings, I mean, I have to throw him in there for now. And, oh man, we're just on the F tier. Actually, there's a person in here I want to save for the F tier later. So we're going to save that for the F tier later. Who should we go to next? I want to go to Dylan Rex. I made a video about him, gassing him up. He got put in a terrible environment, but I mean, I've said this so many times, you need to make the best of your environment. Like, no matter who you are, no matter what you're doing, you need to make the best of your environment. And he has not made the best environment. So much so, he's not even showing up on this fucking list. Where the fuck is he? Like, he's actually not even showing up. Okay, I will go and fucking find him then. I will actually go and find Dylan Rex because he's not showing up for some reason. Alright. He's hiding from me. He's hiding his statistics from me, for sure. So he's a 0.91, 79 Slayer rating. Even if we look at all their matches, I mean, granted his first 2 matches against LAT, but he had lots of matches after that. Rocker, Ultra, Boston, Optic, Rocker, like, all teams around you. It's not like anything crazy. But this is my personal opinion on, like, players and if they should have another chance. And I did say the F tier was for below. And if you look at this, just, I mean, not good at all. But I don't think he's an F tier player. I'm throwing him in D personally. I feel he's, like, way better than an Awakening Cammy. And sometimes it is hard to team with Slasher, especially when, like, you're not doing good as well. Or whenever, like, the team's not doing good. I just have to point that out. Up next, I'm going to do, like, Johnny. So I saw some people had Johnny in, like, the F tier, but that's his team. Johnny, to me, is a really good player. Granted, didn't have a good year with the team, but I still think he's a good player. And he has the potential to be a superstar, in my opinion. He could be a superstar in the league. in like the right environment. Like he has, like I see glimpses, like this guy has takeover potential. But you know, when you have Lunars and fucking Fellow, you know, on your team, like there's only so much that you could do. But I think he has a very high ceiling personally. He's the only one besides Linz who's averaging a 1.0 in hardpoint. Everybody else who's been on the organization, I'll even pull it up. Everyone else is negative. When your errors aren't doing anything, I mean, like they're just not doing anything. I mean, and S&D's S&D. Control, he's at 0.99. Once again, I don't know what the errors are doing. They're literally not doing anything in any game mode. I mean, might as well just fucking do all of LAG first. So I want to do Fellow. I'm really signed with a vibe kill, but I mean, I want to round this shit out. F for Fellow, so he's going in the F tier. My opinion on Fellow, he's a very good mind in the Call of Duty world. He's a very good mind, a very, like, I just don't think, it's hard to even say I don't think he's cut out for professional Call of Duty, because obviously it's not true. He's had like a, I'm not going to say he's had a very good career, but just being around this scene, he's had a very good, you know, like, I can't even say career, but whatever you want to call around like the Call of Duty scene. We've seen in Challengers, he could do very good in Challengers, but he's only had like one win in like the Pro League. And it wasn't even in the CDL. It was like Black Ops 3 with like Rise Nation, I think was his only championship. Gosh, I like pull this shit up. Yeah, let's fucking pull this shit up. Let's have some fucking fun here. COD Wiki Fellow. I think he only has one win like all time. It's either one or two. I think he may have gotten a second one somewhere in the exact same game maybe. Tournament results. So I gotta pull up like offline because there's gonna be a lot of like 2Ks and 5Ks in there. So that one was in Challengers, the one that doesn't count. KS. So he had Rise and IW. Okay, like they won the Las Vegas Open. So that's IW. That's 2016. And oh, he actually didn't have a Black Ops 3 one. I could have sworn he had a Black Ops 3 one. Actually, I guess it was IW. Okay. So in his whole time playing pro Call of Duty at the highest level, he's only had one LAN win, and it came in 2016. His only win ever at the pro level. Not Challengers, at the pro level. I think he's a very good mind, but I just don't think he's a championship caliber player. And, you know, you could be dominating Challengers, and I know they say, like, people that dominate Challengers should be in the league, but he's got to be, like, the one exception. Like, I don't think he's cut out for the pro. And I know he could say, because I know I've heard him say it before, every time he's been in the league, he's been in, like, not so good situations. But if you really think about it, I know the LAG team was bad, but once again, you have to make the best of your scenarios, especially in a situation like Black Ops 6 where the skill gap was way lower. You not only got your AR duel from Challengers, but you have Kismet and Johnny as an SMG duel. That's a pretty good SMG duo. It's not like a terrible SMG duo. It's not like you have like it's not like you have King of Body and gosh, forgot the other guy's name, but you know what I'm talking. It's not like you have that as your SMG duel. You have a really good SMG duel, and you have the AR Flex, whatever Flex. I don't even know what he is, dude. He's confusing too. You basically have the same guy from Challengers who you dominate with. So you have a person that you already had experience with, already have reps with, already have chem with, and you have two good SMGs, and you still didn't do good. That's not even an excuse of like a bad habit, because like obviously you could say anyone that goes on an optic goes on a phase. If you saw anyone in there ultra, like obviously they're gonna do better. But you had a pretty good team to even build a foundation on, and like you still didn't do anything with that. So you can only use that as an excuse for so long. Even back in the day when he was playing Looney, Facento, Naga, that's a good team, you know? Like, he's had good teams, but just hasn't made the most of it. Some people just aren't meant to be championship caliber players, and I think he's just, like, I think, honestly, you could take it as disrespect. There's no disrespect. I respect what he's done for the Call of Duty scene, but respectfully speaking, I mean, he's just taking up a spot in the league, dude. He's just taking up a spot in the league. Like, there's another AR. There's another like this league's lacking on ARs this year, and I know there's another AR that could come in and fuck take his place and do way better. And I know there's a lot of intangibles, a lot of leadership he could bring to teams. I mean, I was even saying he could have been on the Rocker team, probably would have done a lot better than Kenny because, I mean, fuck, I actually might as well get into Kenny next because I'm tying this in to Tyler Fellow. So where's Kenny, dude? So I talked about Kenny a lot this year, and I talked about him a lot. And I talked about how on Optic he's getting set up, and then he goes on a Rocker, has a better KD, da-da-da-da-da. But I quickly realized from watching the Rocker games, bro, if you know, you know. I feel like this guy was hard baiting a lot, dude. Like, that's just me, okay? That's just me. I know what I see sometimes when I'm watching, and it felt a lot of the times he was hard baiting. Granted, he has the team to do it. He has super aggressive players. There has to be a player who's able to like play slower and manage it. But a lot of times it felt like he was playing for KD. I'm not saying play for KD. He's obviously playing for the win, but he was playing a lot slower, allowing people to get in front of him, playing like he was just playing in that way where it's like you're guaranteed to have a fucking better KD, but is it super impactful on the win? Probably not as much. But I mean, but that's just me, dude. That's just me. That's what I saw from like watching it back. But I know I said what I said about Kenny, and I'm not gonna take back half the stuff I said. On Optic for sure, dude. You could argue getting set up, but I mean, you still have a team of good players around you. I did say you still gotta perform, dude. You still gotta perform. Like, yeah, they're playing a little bit different, but all you got to do is just change your play style, bro. Like, there's still good players. You can still do good. If Merck's doing good, why can't you do good? You know, all that type of shit. But I can't, in my right mind, put him in F just because the F tier is reserved for people that I don't want to fucking see next year, to be honest. So I'm gonna put him in D. Like, I'm gonna put him in D. If I didn't have the F for people that like are just fucking like, you know, like gone, then yeah, I mean, I'm throwing him in the D. I could argue I'm even throwing him like below fucking Dylan Rex. Like, dude, I could argue that because if you look at his statistics here, 0.91 overall, 0.87, 0.88, and at one point in time he was like near the bottom of the league. So I think for now I'm gonna put him below Dylan Rex. I'm gonna put him below Dylan Rex for now. Tyler Fellow, to close my argument about that, yeah, dude, just a great mind. He would actually be a great coach, or just a great content creator, honestly, just a great content creator in the Call of Duty space. But as for the pro league, yeah, no, like, we gotta cut that shit out. Like, no offense, like, we gotta cut that out. I'm gonna do Vivid. I'll do Vivid. I'm not gonna put Vivid in. I'm gonna put Vivid in C. He didn't have a great year, but you know, as a player, I really like Reese fucking Vivid's arrow. Like, if you watch his arrow, like, he knows what the fuck he's doing, but I know a player getting set up when I see it, and he was getting set the fuck up. But I mean, still did bad, so I can't really put him in B because there's a lot of good players in B who obviously played way better than him. But I mean, I don't think he's a D level player. On his best day, he could be top of B, even like top of A, but you know, didn't really have like the best of years. But I still hold Reese in very high regards, and I hope he gains some personal confidence and honestly just is able to get back in the league. And he did win the last Challengers Major, but obviously we're not talking about Challenger, we're talking about Pro League. But I'm gonna throw him in C. All right, I'm gonna do Cesar Sky Buenos next because he's like right there. I'm literally staring at him right there. A lot of people will probably think I'm gonna call some fucking cheese on this. Hey, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. I'm a realist. Okay, I'm a realist. Okay, I'm a fucking realist. Okay, I know when a person's doing bad, even if they're getting set up, they're still doing bad. And Cesar Sky Buenos, as good as a player as I think he is, he didn't have a good year at all. If we pull up his statistics here, 0.92 overall, 0.91, 0.93. There's a lot of ARs just playing like shit, dude, like absolute shit. And if we look at his optic, and these are the statistics that are even worse. 0.88, a 72 Slayer rating, like even worse than Kenny. I mean, the respawn KD is a bit higher, but dude, like, not convincing in any fucking game mode except maybe like a better control. But I can't put him on the same level as Johnny. Should I put him above Kenny? Like, I mean, fucking Kenny was going on fucking 18 fucking death streaks, dude. Like, Kenny was fucking getting cooked, dude. And then, obviously, he retired. Don't want to kick him when he's down, but I mean, I'm going to put Attach in F because I think Attach, ever since he switched to an AR, I feel like he just like lost his way. And I remember in MW3, he was like frying. He was like super omega frying in MW3, but I felt like he was playing for KD. And if you want to talk about playing for KD, I like him and MC in Vanguard, dude. MC was literally the #1 hard baiter, and right behind him was Attach. Attach was literally hard baiting, and I already talked about this before in like previous things, but Attach even said in an interview before, dude, he admitted he was hard baiting in Vanguard, and I knew he was too. And ever since he became an AR, switched from an SMG, dude, I don't think he's been playing fundamentally sound. I don't know why some players switch from SMG to AR, and it's like they lose their way on how to be aggressive. It's like you've had like that aggressive mentality. You've had that aggressive mentality like the whole entire time, and then all of a sudden you just lost it. Like, I don't know where that comes from. I always assume people that have always been SMGs and they switch to an AR are gonna keep like that aggressive like mentality, you know, like they're gonna keep that aggressive mindset moving up the map. But I mean, like, Attach just didn't do that, was not convincing at all in this game. And I remember there's a point in time where it was like a Major 3 or fucking Major 4, and like Cloud9 was like on a Saturday or like something, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot Attach was on the fucking team, dude. Like, I literally, like, he was so like just not there, so uninspiring. I literally forgot he was on the team. Like, I literally forgot he was on the team. And that is not good. Like, that is not good. If I'm forgetting you're on the fucking team, that is not good at all. So yeah, we're gonna leave that there. I'm gonna put Kremp personally in B. I think Kremp is I think he's a very good player, regardless of what Cloud9's statistics were. I mean, I'm not gonna pull up the statistics for every player, because I swear if I do, like, we'll be here literally all day. If I pull up statistics for every player, it'll be like a 2-hour fucking thing. We're not trying to make it a 2-hour thing. But I'm kind of curious on Kremp though. So yeah, Virgil 1.01. I guess I'll move it over because somebody talked about in a previous video. Highest Slayer on the team, a 1.10 overall. Hardpoint 0.98. S&D 1.12. Only one positive in like control and basically S&D. And nobody on Cloud9 has averaged over a 1.0 in hardpoint on the year. But I still think he's a great player, and he made a lot of great plays this year. And I mean, he's proven me right, because I said if you give him some reps in the league, he's going to be a top SMG, and he's slowly working his way up there. And I mean, this whole Cloud9 team, just inexcusable for what they did this year. And I got to fucking put Mac in here. I forgot to put Mac in here. Fuck it, he's gone. Okay. I'll say right now, without actually putting him in here, I would put Mac in C. I'll put Mac in C, because Dante kind of effed him over. I would put him in B, but Dante kind of fucked him over after like they switched up like the play style of like the team and everything. I kind of feel he got chalked after that, not gonna lie. So I mean, not really his doing, but he got done dirty by his friend. Obviously not intentional or spiteful, but you know, it did happen. And since we're on the topic of Dante, okay, I'm gonna spoil this right now. I was gonna put fucking Dante in F, but like right when I started this video, I changed the fucking criteria. So I'm gonna be putting Dante in D, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I'm gonna try to keep this short and simple. Number one, for the first stage, he was going band for band, bottom of the league, like the best rivalry all year, besides LAT and Atlanta FaZe, was Sib against King of Body, band for band, 0.7 for 0.7, bottom of the league, seeing who could do the worst, who could shit the bed the most, who could get pissed on, like they were going band for band, head to head, every game, who's gonna do worse, who's gonna get the worst KD, who's gonna get shit on every life, that was entertainment. I am putting him in the D tier. I know he's a good player. Like, I know on his best day, fuck, Dante's an S tier player on his best fucking day. If he's shooting at his best, if he ate his fucking Fruit Loops in the morning and he's fucking teed up, dude, and he fucking got on the white tee with the chains and he has a good tan, like, I know this guy could fry, dude. Like, everybody fucking knows that. But we're talking about the Black Ops 6 season, and I'm striking a personal fucking vendetta because I'm going to put him in the D tier because not only did he go band for band in the first stage with but as we just looked over, he only had a positive KD overall in S&D, and it was only a 1.02, but otherwise he went negative in every other thing overall in the whole fucking season. But he is a damage dealer. But the reason why I'm putting him in the D tier is because Cloud9 basically dropped everyone else. Hydro's already gone. Obviously, Hydro's already gone. They had to choose between you and Kismet and Skies, and they chose to get rid of them. They gave Dante the keys to the castle and allowed him to handpick his fucking team, and he handpicked a team of friends and good players. Like, literally had the keys and handpicked people that he could vibe with and everything. Like, a scenario that a lot of players would want to be in, like getting to handpick your fucking team. And he handpicked his team, and they got shit on, and they didn't make champs, and they got shit on, and they got shit on, and they choked games, and they went up in games, and they lost. They're getting 360'd. Players are doing good here. Switch play styles there. Doing bad. Handpick your team. Don't even make champs. That is a fucking flop. And just because of that, I have to put him in D. Have to 100% put him in D. And, like, his team was even bad, too. Like, Attach, Kremp, and Mac, like, that's a pretty good team. Accuracy is the coach. Even had an S&D coach for half the year. Tupac. Plays S&D all the time, giving you all the S&D strats. Couldn't even win an S&D until you dropped them, Couldn't win an S&D until they got rid of the S&D coach, Get shit on all the time. I'm putting you in D. You had a bad year. Bounce back next year, buddy. But fucking terrible year. Okay, I actually want to do some players higher because I'm putting all like the fucking bottom tiers. Like, let's switch up the vibes a bit. I'm gonna put Rancor in A. I mean, I don't care what his statistics are. I mean, I'm gonna try to pull him up, but I mean, I'm not really going to. I felt like he was an A tier player this year. Very good impact. He's the rookie of the year. Had a lot of good series on LAN. Literally dropping 1.4s against LAT. A very good impact player in this game. Could he be the same player in like another game? But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Black Ops 6. So I'm giving people their flowers or I'm shitting on them because we're talking about Black Ops 6 season. He's an A-tier player. Let's leave it at that. That's fucking Rancor. Came in, made an impact, did his thing, did some a lot of ARs can't do, and that's get kills and perform well and make an impact on their team. Yeah, a lot of fucking people can't fucking, a lot of ARs can't do shit, dude. I don't know what the fuck it is, dude. They literally took away the long barrel on the Jackal, and these ARs still can't do fucking shit at all. Yeah, so who's next here? I'll do his pal Super. I'm gonna put Super in the A tier with them because Super once again came in, had an impact in all 3 game modes, did good, and he's the person that transformed them into a top 4 team. And I mean, I don't care how long he's been in the league. I don't care what he's done in previous years. Once again, talking about Black Ops 6, A-tier player. I mean, the AR duo, A-tier players in Black Ops 6. I mean, and Super has like the sort of arrow that I saw from Inside and Standy in Cold War. I've talked about this before, where it just looks like they know more than the other people, and it kind of feels like they have like a codcaster POV. Like they're able to read things and they're just one step ahead sometimes. It feels like they have very good game knowledge, and that's how I feel whenever I watch Super sometimes. I feel like he just knows a lot of shit, a lot of shit. And knows routes to take, knows timings on pinches, like just a player who's like very ahead and reads this game of Black Ops 6 very well. So that's why I'm gonna put him in there. And God, I gotta start grabbing people out of nowhere here. But hold on a sec. Let's go for, I mean, there's a lot of players that haven't been in here that long, so it's kind of unfair, but I mean, life's not fair. So I'm gonna do just the rest of Cloud9 here. I'm gonna do the rest of Cloud9. So Capsule came in, didn't do that well. And here's the thing about Capsule. I think there's a very good player under there. Like, he actually has takeover potential, and he does really good in challengers, but I feel like he has a hard time converting his playstyle to like the pro level. I feel like a lot of things he does, he can get away with in challengers, but whenever he's in the pro league, I feel like he tweaks a lot more, and he just does some brainless shit that I know would probably work in challengers, but it just doesn't work at the pro level. And it's just like very clear to see. There's a lot of times where it feels like an S&D, even in Respawn, it feels like he just makes a play. I'm like, well, why are you doing that? Like, it's just like just brainless stuff that I know for I know for a fact, because I remember watching him play with Prolude and Hook, and I think it was Spart as well, who was on that team, like near the beginning of the year when they were running challengers. Dude, this guy Capsule was fucking a war machine, dude. He was throwing his body at just everything, dude, and it worked well with Hook and everything, and the people around him just slang. It worked very well, and a lot of times it actually worked for Capsule as well. Like, he'd actually be putting up some very good statistics. But I just know when you're playing against an organized team who's like not scam, like there's a lot less scams in the pro league. That's probably the biggest difference between the pro level and challenger. A lot less scams, like a lot less scams. And when people are scammed a lot less, you could do a lot less, And I was thinking with the time in challengers, maybe he learned his lesson, maybe he, changed. Dude, it's like the exact same player from MW3. It's like the exact same reason why he got dropped out Boston at the beginning of the year in MW3. Playing the exact same way. And like, I'm gonna give him one more try in the pro league. Like, if this happens again in the pro league like next year, he gotta chalk it, because you can't keep playing like this, brother. You just can't. Like, you need to adapt, brother. You need to adapt. How old is he? He's 22. Dude, he got a lot of time, dude. He needs to learn how to fucking play better, dude. Needs to learn how to play better. You can still be a fast player, but you just gotta be smarter, dude. He's not doing a lot of the smart, and like, you have to know what to do with like your speed on the map. Like, you can't just like run and fucking do shit. Like, there's a lot of players who know how to do it because they just have timings down. They have teammates by them for trade. There's a lot of things like, doesn't do a very good job playing his life when he needs to, and he throws his life away a lot. It does a lot of stupid shit. And that's probably like the best way I could put it. I'm gonna give him one more try, dude. One more try, bro. If you do this shit again, man, I mean, fuck, dude. You might be having an early career, dude. Might be having an early career playing like that. You just can't be playing like that. You need to do better. I'm just gonna go like team by team, because I can't keep pulling statistics for like different teams over and over again. So I guess we're gonna do RCDs. So I have high hopes for RCDs, but he hasn't lived up to them. Slayer rating is 74, overall 0.86. I don't care what team you're on. I don't care, dude. You're an AR, dude. You can't be doing this shit. I mean, I still think he's got some life in the pro league. Maybe in a better scenario. Like, I know he's a good AR. Like, I really do know he is, but did not play good. And take a look at this fucking picture, dude. Whoever photoshopped this needs to go to prison, because, like, what the fuck is this, dude? Very clear you got photoshopped on, like, fuck King of Body's body or some shit, dude. Like, that is fucking dirty. Like, yeah, but Arcides, I'm going to give him one more year as well. I don't think he's completely done. Like, I think these 4 are, like, chalked, and there's still some more to go. Like, we're actually about to get to one right now. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, just not convincing. Not convincing. And then I'm going to put Exit in C because I can't, in my right mind, put him on the same tier as RCs. I just cannot do that. I can't put him on the same tier as any of these players. I think he's significantly better. In this game specifically, he's proven to be a very good player. Everyone obviously knows mechanically very talented. He's actually made a lot of big plays. I don't think pressure really gets to him, but I do feel like he tweaks in like some scenarios, and sometimes it actually does hard cost a little bit. But in terms of a player, I mean, get some more reps, dude. He's actually about to be like a fucking top player, but there's a lot of things he needs to work on, and that's why I can't put him in a B tier with Kremp. Like, I don't think they're on the same level, dude, at all. I think he's like a tier below that, but he's a tier above like the rest of them. And we'll just leave it at that because we can't be spending fucking 5 minutes on every. If I spent 5 minutes on every person here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So that's just 20 people. I spent 5 minutes on all of them. That's an hour. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Like, this could be a 2.5 hours. So I do got to go fast on some of these, okay? I do need to go fast. And we are. With AG, interesting because I did feel he's hard costing Optic a lot at the beginning of the year, was playing very bad, not playing very bad statistically wise, but making a lot of bad plays on the map. But overall, dude, this is an S tier player, dude. No matter what you want to say, dude, he's an S tier player. Obviously not going to put him in the S tier for like the season, but I am going to put him because I do have to take some performances based into this as well, and I am also basing on just like how you play, and he's still a very good player, and on his best days an S tier player. I'm gonna put him in B. I feel like people like Rancor and Super have had very good years, performed very well, and it's shown for their teams. I mean, with Optic hasn't really done that well, but he's still like a top player. Even if you look at his overalls, like averaging a 1.05, 1.05, and a 1.14. He's still a very good player, dude. Like, I mean, Liddy can't take that away from him. Like, very good player. I'd argue to put him above Kremp. I'm just not going to do that, like, just based off of what I feel the players have been doing all year. But obviously on his best day, he's actually fucking better than all 3 of these people. And then Priesta. Okay. Some of you guys need to take to mind when I make these fucking YouTube videos. There is nothing personal I have on any single player I make, on any single player I talk about. I don't know any of them. Like, none of this is personal. This is strictly analytic criticism, okay? Strategically, or whatever, okay? You get my point. With all due respect, I'm sure he's a lovely guy. I'm sure he's a nice guy. That's why he's been in the league so long. But Priesta needs to hang up the fucking controller, dude. I cannot, in my right mind, defend this guy. I can't even say not defend him anymore. I can't defend him at all. Like, ever since this guy switched to an AR, I don't know what the fuck happened, but he is the most uninspiring AR I have seen in my fucking years watching. Like, I would argue he's below fucking Fellow. Like, I would argue he's below every single person in this F tier so far. Awakening, Cammy, Fellow, Attach. Like, maybe Attach is, like, below him. But, dude, absolutely uninspiring. Like, this, dude. And, okay, I'm going to go through the bad first. I'm going to go through the positive. Dude, this guy literally was dead weight at the last major. AG was single-handedly carrying that team to wins. And even when they did win, Priesta was still at 0.7, still doing literally nothing with the AR. Literally does nothing. You can't argue OBJ. You can't argue any of that shit. He literally does nothing with the AR on the map. He is literally the most uninspiring AR I've seen in the Call of Duty Pro League in fucking years. Like, besides everyone else in this F tier, dude, this guy literally does nothing, and he's been doing nothing. He got carried to a world championship. I'm fucking saying it. I don't care. I'm not hating, dude. That's facts, dude. You take Hydra off that team ain't winning shit. Like, if you put Simp in that team, they're not winning shit. Like, that team, Hydra is literally the only person that could have carried that team. NYSL, I promise you. Only person. Nobody else. Not even AG. Not Abizi. Not fucking anyone. Like, literally, Hydra was literally the only... Hydra's literally a hard carry. Like, he's actually a hard carry. Not even Shotzi. Not Hook. Nobody in MW3. Like, even in MW3, dude. Take Hydra out that team. Put anyone. Simp. I don't give a fuck. Anyone. Even Simp. They aren't winning shit. Like, Priesta literally does... Like, people say, oh, he's a world champ. Dude. Carried to that championship. Like, if you take him out and you put fucking Awakening in there, Cammy in there, they probably still win. Like, I don't think he was that inspiring. The positive thing I'm going to say about Priesta, because I could actually go on that for a while. I think he's better off as an SMG. Like, if he comes back into the league as an SMG, I think there's still a place for him. I know it sounds crazy, but I've seen stints of it when he pulls it on Skyline, and back when he was actually a good player, like Black Ops 4, and before that, or not before that, after that, MW19, his good years were as a sub. Like, when he pulls out the AR is not for him, bro. He's an SMG player. He needs to be an SMG, but for some reason he's been stuck on the AR for like 5 years, and it needs to fucking stop today. If you take on that AR into next year, hang up the fucking controller. I never want to see you in the league ever again. You're literally doing nothing at all. End of story. You pull out a sub, we could probably have a conversation. But he, for me, dude, he's fucking cooked, dude. Like, you had a good career. You won a lot. Like, go make content now, because you're taking up a spot in the league. Like, absolutely uninspiring. Respectfully, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but dude, absolutely terrible is the best way I could put it. And since we're on the topic of vibe kills, you could argue he got into a bad environment, but dude, most rookies, when they come in, like, you know, they actually do something, you know, and Lunars has just uninspired me as well. Like, I can't even like hear like the environment conversation, because yes, you could say the environment, but bro, you had Johnny and Kismet. Like, that's a good SMG duo for an AR to be around. Like, there should be no excuses there. Like, no excuses at all. And I mean, so I'm not going to show up, but he has a 0.93 overall, 0.91 hardpoint, 1.08 S&D, and a 0.91 in control. Didn't really do much. Didn't really know he was there half the time. Like, pretty, like, just another uninspiring player. Didn't really do much for me. I know he's super young, has a lot of years. He has shown glimpse of like potential. Like, he has glimpse of like, I'm not even gonna say takeover, but like doing well. So I kind of want to throw him in like the D tier for that, because I do have R-Cities in there as well. Like, I do feel like there's some hope for him, but I mean, I need to see like another year. Like, I'm gonna give him like another try there. I'm gonna give him another try, but like, I mean, fuck, man, I'm this close to putting him in the F tier, but I don't want to give him 1 year and be like, yeah, get the fuck out, because like fucking Purge on his first year, I mean, I was like, I never want to see this guy again. And we're gonna end up Purge next, because that's a pretty good segue. So I'm a man who has no problem admitting when I'm wrong, and I think Purge has fucking proved me wrong. You can hear what I said about him in MW3. You could probably go back and find it, the things I was fucking saying about him. Like, bro, like fucking dog shit, shitter, da 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 da. But this one is for ball knowers. This one right here is for ball knowers. This is, if you know, you know. This is a IUKYK, you know? If you know, you know. Like, this is what this is. He, to me, is a B tier player. And I know the statistics don't show, dude, we can pull up the statistics right now. people are going to call me crazy. This one is a ball knower's pick right here. This one is one I'm not basing off of statistics. So 0.93 overall, pretty good Slayer rating for like a negative KD, not going to lie. 0.95 hard point, not bad for a sub. 0.92 S&D, not the greatest. 0.89 in control, not that good at all. Boston was not good at control all year, to be honest. But I think Purge is a very smart player. And I think if you put him in a better environment, I know he was probably very pissed off playing on this team, but he obviously likes these guys, which is why they stuck together all year. Big mistake, by the way. But Purge is actually a very smart player, dude. Like, I feel like the only negative I have to say about Purge is a lot of times in S&D, he'd be trying to do some solo hero plays a lot, and it would hard cost. Like, there's some times he gets a little bit too overly aggressive. That's like the one negative I can say about him. Otherwise, he's a very smart player, dude. He's a very smart player, a very mature player. And he knows what he wants. Like, this guy, like, denied Clayster. And that's why I was actually kind of annoyed with him as well. Like, last year when Clayster wanted to play with him, he's like, I'm not playing with you, Clayster. You're like, you're shit. Don't want to play with you. Like, you know, this guy could fucking see the vision. Granted, Boston didn't have a good year. They're not making champs. Actually, fuck, did they make champs? I forgot. Yeah, they did. But that's a ball knower's pick. That one is one I'm not basing off of statistics. That's based off of my eye. I think he's a very good player, and it's kind of crazy to put him on the same tier as AG. I kind of want to move AG up. I'm gonna see how the rest of the names go, and I may move them up. But I mean, like, the A tier is gonna have a lot of like solid players in there, so I can't even. I'm just gonna keep him in the B tier. Like, I think Purge is a good player in his own right, but having him on the same tier as AG doesn't even fucking feel right to me. I don't know why, but yeah. So I'm gonna rattle off some ones real quick. Like Nero, very good player, but once again, very inconsistent. God, I have to keep going through teams pulling up statistics all the time. I got to make sure I'm talking to the microphone as well. So Nero averaged a 1.0, 1.03 hard point, 0.99 S&D, 0.94 in control. That's pretty much him. A 92 Slayer rating. He's like the most aggressive player on the team. Part of me wants to put him in the B tier, but he had a lot of inconsistency. I don't want to put him in the C tier, to be honest, with like Kajani and them. It kind of feels a bit wrong, but Rocker didn't make champs, dude. You know, Rocker didn't really do shit. So it's kind of hard to even, like, you know, I'm at a crossroads here, but I do think he's a very good player, though. Like, a very good player, had a lot of takeover series. It's hard. Like, can't really put him on the same tier as fucking Reese, can I? I mean, like, no disrespect to Reese, but I feel like Nero's like a better player in his own right. I'm gonna put Nero like the bottom of B for now. I'm gonna put him in the bottom of B for now. I'm gonna put him in the bottom of B for now. I know people are probably gonna disagree with that. Spart is a player I have very high hopes for, but I mean, not enough of a sample here. I mean, I wasn't even looking at statistics when I was like going through Cloud9, but like, I didn't really get a chance to go through him that much. Like, I'm not sure that sounded weird. Go through him. What the fuck? Didn't really get a chance to really see him play. I have to like actually go back and watch some shit, but I mean, he's not playing till EWC. But I'm gonna put him in the C tier because I mean, like, that D tier is like, you know, it is what it is. But I think Spart's a very good player. But I mean, look at the statistics here. I mean, fuck, man. I mean, I might be changing my mind here. 0.94. Granted, he only played for like one stage. Exact same hard point, like, as like fuck Dante, basically doing the exact same thing. S&D like a lot less, and in control, not that great either. Not doing that much in control, to be honest. But I can't put him on the same tier as them. I feel if he had a whole year, I mean, he would be way better than the people on this tier. I mean, I already do think Dante's better than him, but that's like just like an Eric pick. Like, that's a burrito pick for like, burrito pick for the video. Like, you know, yeah. Slasher hasn't convinced me at all. I'm gonna put him in D. I mean, he had that great start of the year, and it's so funny. I remember at the beginning of the year when everyone was like, "Oh, Carolina, oh my God, they're gonna be like a fucking everyone was saying they're gonna be a top 4 team all year. I personally, I even fucking said it like right after like they're doing good, or like as they're doing good. I said, guys, this isn't gonna last. Like, this is a miracle at the beginning of the season. It's not gonna last at all. Like, let's fucking relax here. Like, trust me, it's not gonna be like this. And lo and behold, they start to shit the bed. Wow, like, that just goes to show there's a lot of recency bias in the league. Like, people just saw them doing good, and people were saying they're gonna be top 4 all year. That's what people were actually fucking saying with their chest. But ball knowers know, man. I'm gonna put Slasher in the C tier because I do feel he played very well. I can't put Spart over him. I actually might put him like. I actually might put Exnit ahead of Johnny because I feel like Exnit had more good plays, to be honest. He had more good plays. And then I'm going to put Gwyn. Gwyn, this was a year for Gwyn, This was a year for Gwyn to step up and show what he's capable of on land. But granted, he is the only person. Like, if we go to the statistics, I already just showed you guys, like, or fucking did I? Only person who's fuck positive in all 3 game modes. But a lot of it is online. But we're just talking about the Call of Duty year in general. So but I kind of just want to put everyone in C. Like, even though but he had some good games though, and like he's like kind of on the same level as Nero. I'm just gonna put him in B. And then TJ, I think this was TJ's best year. Don't care what the statistics show. I should put fucking TJ in B too, dude. I think TJ had a very good year. I think TJ was a very good player. I think I'm going to put them right beside each other in B for now. I'm going to see how this like shapes out, and then I'm going to come back to it. Yeah, I got to start going fucking team by team because I keep switching off statistics for like everything. Estriel. I kind of want to like all of Rocker. They just fucking disappointed me, but Estriel I think is another good player. Kind of want to put him in the B tier. I'm going to see how that shapes out for now. May move him down to C. Geo, another good player. Very, very fucking good with the AR. He's had some very fucking good moments. I kind of want to put him in B too. I kind of want to put... It's so funny because they're all fucking B tier, but their team didn't make champs. It kind of makes no sense, but this is a player. But we're also taking placings into account as well, So I gotta take that into account. May have to start moving some people down to C, dude. They went 15 and 24 overall map count. They won 72 games. They lost 93, which was actually a record in the league for maps lost. Interesting statistics. 93 games lost is the most in the league. Vegas Falcons were at 89. Probably because they didn't play as many series as Rocker. I may be moving like fucking some of them down, but I do think I think they're good players, but they just play like really bad. Nah, I'm gonna start moving some people down to C, dude. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna start moving some people down to C. But I know a lot of people are gonna think I'm faded if I have Nero on B by himself. I know people are gonna think I'm baited. I think Geo is B for sure. I could probably put Nero and Estriel in C. Because, yeah, statistics wise, but I'm going to see how the rest of this list plays out first. Okay, I'm going to do Neptune. Already talked about my year on rewards, dude. This guy is a fucking A tier player. Honestly could be S tier, but S tier is reserved for like the cream of the crop, so I'm throwing him in an A. Not really much of an argue about that. Nasty, I'm going to put Nasty in B. Don't care what the statistics say. Very smart player. Very good player. I want to put Abuza in C. Not going to lie, but all Vancouver had a very good year. Abuza made a lot of good plays. A very good hand. Also had a lot of takeover series as well. I don't think he was like super... Wait, you guys fucking see it? You guys fucking see my phone? Oh, my phone's just out of the fucking picture. That's so beautiful. My phone is like just out of the photo. Okay. Booza. Fuck, should I put a Booza? I kind of want to put a Booza in C. I don't know why. But I mean, overall, I mean, like, they play like very well versus they got Neptune. So I mean, I can't by right I put it. I might have to put all Vancouver in B. But one of these guys got to go in C. One of these guys. I kind of want it to be 04. I know it's going to sound like I'm on a hate watch, but one of these guys has to go into C. It's not going to be Nasty, because I thought Nasty was a very good player. Like, he passed the eye test for me in terms of just, like, what he does on the map. Like, when you watch Players Arrow and you see, like, how they actually play the game, how they read the game, what they do for their team, I think fucking Nasty has that down pat in spades. I kind of want to put 04 in C. I don't know why. I feel like he hasn't super convinced me quite yet. And he has, like, the same playstyle. Like, the way I view 04, dude, this guy lives and dies off of flanks and routes. And, like, there's a lot of games that works. He's had a lot of takeover series. Sorry, I got to stop talking far away. I feel like one of these guys got to go and see. It actually might be 04. I'm not going to lie. Might be 04. Might be 04. I'm going to start moving some people down to C. Don't worry. I'm going to start moving some people down to C. I kind of put a lot of people in B for now, but just hold on with me for a sec. I'm going to put Snoopy in B. I feel like he's a very good player. Made a complete 360 from how he played in MW3. Granted, the team didn't do so well in the second half. They were doing pretty good on the first half. Kind of fell off a cliff, but they still qualified for champs. Snoopy turned it around. Only person with a positive overall KD on his team. Made a lot of big plays. Plays a lot smarter. I feel like this game was like a very good game for him. There's a lot. I'm not even going to say there's a lot of thinking. There's still a lot of thinking in this game, even though it is like a brain dead game. But there's a lot more thinking in this game, and I think he reads this game very well. Where should I'm going to put him above Snoopy for sure. I mean, like above Purge. So I'm going to put them both in the B tier. I kind of like that. And now we're sort of getting the cream of the crop here. I'm going to put Kismet in C. I don't think he's on the D tier level. I still view him as a pretty good player. Obviously not B tier. But, you know, a really good player in a really bad situation. He did average a 1.0 KD on LEG, which is pretty impressive considering how bad they were. Only other person with a positive KD was Linz. 89 Slayer rating from Kismet, highest on the team out of everyone who's been on the organization this year. He had a 1.0 in S&D, a 1.06 in Control, and a 0.97 in Hardpoint. I still rate him very highly. Obviously, can't put him into B tier. I mean, I might have to move like Nero down. You know, I might have to move one of these. Like, now that I look at it, this is why I need to get more people on the board, because then you start to compare it more, and it starts to make a lot more sense. But I kind of feel like the B tier, I'm going to move a lot of people from the B tier to the C tier. Like, you're going to see how this plays out, and you're going to see, like, the final thing. I just need to get more people on the board. It helps me, like, decide. Okay, I'm going to do some obvious ones, and then I'm going to come back to it near the end. I'm going to put Scrap, obviously, in the S tier. Hydra, obviously, in the S tier. And then I'm going to come back to the rest, because you're going to like my thought process. Or actually, maybe not. I don't know. We're going to see. Medals, very inconsistent player all year. I'm throwing him in the C tier. Real, I think Real is a very good player this year. I don't care what the statistics say. I feel like he had a very good year. A tier player. They got 3 A tier players on that team. I feel I can't put Real a tier below Rancor. I feel like they're kind of on the same level. I mean, in terms of skill and like what they bring to the team. And I think I view Real as a very high, like, I actually rate him very highly. I'm not going to lie. And he has an SMG as well. And even if you look at the statistics, like the statistics of Miami, he has a 1.04. He's using an SMG, by the way. They're using ARs, by the way. Highest Slayer rating on the team. 1.08 in Hardpoint. Pretty typical. S&D, good in S&D. Control sort of takes a dip. So does everyone else on the team. But I still think, just off the eye test, not going off of just statistics, everything into account, I think he was an A-tier player in this game. That's just my opinion. Envoy, I'm going to put Envoy in the A tier. I think Envoy is also like a very good player this year. Had a lot of bad series. That seems to be like a common thing for Envoy nowadays. He has a lot of bad series. But just overall, like a very good player. Made a lot of big plays. Obviously, LAT championship team. Envoy, the only person on LA Thieves with the overall negative hardpoint KD. But every other game mode, he looks very solid. Made a lot of good plays against like a lot of the big teams. Granted, did have a lot of bad series. But yeah, he's just an A-tier player, dude. You just gotta watch, dude. He's an A-tier player all day long. I did want to put him in the B tier, though. I'm not gonna lie. I did want to put him in the B tier. I really did. But I feel I don't even care if I get cooked, to be honest. But like, would you put him a tier below Real and Super? Like, you could argue. Like, I could argue, but I kind of feel I'd be undervaluing what Envoy brings to the team at that point if I put him a tier below them, to be honest. I feel like I'd be undervaluing him a lot. Let's see here. Envoy. I hope this is good audio because like my mic's on the fucking desk. I don't know how it is because I'm so used to having it in the air. It's always great when it's in the air. Envoy. Kind of want to put him on the B tier, but then when you look at everyone else in the B tier, it's like he's above all those fucking noobs, you know? I'm going to keep him in the A tier. I'm going to put him like bottom A tier for now. Put him bottom A tier. Now we're getting to like the good. We're getting to like Atlanta Phase, Optic, and Ultra. And then we're going to move people around in the B tier. So now we're going to get it. Now we're going to get into it. But before we do, we're going to take a break and hear a word from our sponsors. And then we'll be back to finish off this tier list. Stay tuned. Yo guys, today's episode of Borito Talk is sponsored by me. Today's episode of Borito Talk is sponsored by the Borito Takeover YouTube membership, the best membership on all of YouTube. For just $4.99 Canadian, you unlock a bunch of extra behind the scenes, extra breakdowns, extra analysis from yours truly, Borito. A lot of extra content that you will not get on any other YouTube channel for their memberships. Not trying to compare or anything, but it is the best YouTube membership. If you're interested in extra content, extra chill nights, watching breakdowns, analysis, so much good stuff in the archives and so much more on the way from yours truly, Borito. So hit the join button. Join, support the Borito Takeover on my road to full-time content. This episode of Borito Talk is sponsored by the Borito Takeover YouTube membership. Now back to the podcast. All right, we're back to finish off this tier list on the Borito Talk podcast. As you can tell, if you're watching on video, it is way later. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this up. I mean, we're gonna go on the business end. Now we're getting to all like the top players now. Like now let's see where this shit really goes. So I'm gonna start off with Beans here, and I'm gonna put Beans in the C tier. I have a video of him, which is gonna be the next video after this tier list video. Probably drop on Tuesday or Wednesday. I'm probably gonna do like 5 days in a row just because I've been slacking a little bit. But honestly, may give this tier list some time to breathe. But this Beans video is going to be the next one. And the reason why I'm putting him in the C tier, I'm going to go more in depth of it in the actual video. But actually, I don't even want to spoil it. But I expected a lot more from him. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to spoil the video. If I talk, I'm going to spoil the video. But my expectations and how he actually performed and met those expectations is severely low. And for that, I'm putting him in the C tier. Very uninspiring performances. If we go on the overall statistics, 0.99 overall, 83 Slayer rating, second lowest on the team. Obviously, it's going to be the lowest. 0.98 in hardpoint, not bad. 1.13 in S&D, highest on the team. He is like the shot caller for that team in S&D. 0.96 in control. I expected a lot more from him. We saw how Merc did. All that's going to be in the video, though. But all I'm going to say is I'm very disappointed from Beans this year, unless Ultra comes out and they win champs, which I don't see happening at all. Very disappointed from him. Very high hopes. And he let me down. But, I mean, all I'm going to say without spoiling the video, you could not have put him in a better scenario, a better team, a better environment to try to get the best out of him. Like, you literally couldn't put him in a better environment, and the fact he did not perform above the standards I expected, I mean, it's a complete letdown, but we'll get more into that in the next video. I'm sorry, I'm chewing on the holes, because, yeah, I'm sick. So we're going to do Kleenex next. So Kleenex, we just went through the overall, so you saw him. He has a 1.03 overall, 93 Slayer rating, highest on the team. Interaction Machine, 1.02 hard point, 1.02 S&D, 1.05. I mean, Kleenex, he's an A tier player. He's above everyone in the B tier. I can't in my right mind put him near any of these. Part of me wants to move a lot of these players down and throw them in the B tier, but I actually like it like this because I can't put AG in like the C tier. I can't do that. I'm going to put Dan Ghosty in the A tier. I was contemplating putting him in the B tier, but with the team he's on, the work he's done, and the way he plays, he sets the team up for success. He's an A tier player. He's above every player in this tier. If you threw him in another team that was not LA Thieves, you would probably be seeing him do actually even better than he's already doing, to be honest. He's in the A tier for sure. Either bottom of A or top of B. I mean, this is my tier list. And I mean, hey, this is my tier list. This is my tier list. I have some shockers on the way. You guys probably aren't going to guess. I have some shockers on the way. You guys are not going to guess this shit. That's why I love this shit. I want to put Ghosty in B, dude, but I don't think he's on the same level as like Purge and everyone from Rocker. That's why I got to put him in A. I'm just going to put him in A. Honestly. There's a lot of good players in this game, you know? It's the way it is. It's just the way this game panned out. So for insight, I can't in my right mind put him in. I can't even put him in that tier. I mean, I'm just going to put insight in C. Very uninspiring as well, but the work he does for this team, I kind of want to put him in B. Even though the statistics don't show it, but the work he does on the map, guys, you guys will never understand unless you actually watch. I had to put him in B. I'm going to be moving some people from Rocker into C, honestly. I'm going to move some people from Rocker and C, for sure. Now we're getting down to, like, this is where it gets good. This is, like, the interesting shit I want to talk about. I'm so sorry for chewing on this holes. I need to, like, spit this shit out. Here, I'm going to chew this. Okay, I'm done chewing that holes. So I know he does a lot of work. I'm going to put him in the C tier. Only because I think the lack of engagements, regardless of the work I feel like he does on this team, I feel like he does a lot for this team. Like, a lot for this team. Like, I think he makes the players around him play way better. But he's negative in every single game mode. I mean, I could say the same thing for Purge as well. But I think Purge is a lot more impactful with the SMG. Way higher slayer rating, way higher interactions. I feel like Insight, I mean, everyone's already said it, needs to get in the mix more. A 76 Slayer rating. Like, I know these are just numbers, but a 76 Slayer rating means, like, minimal interactions. Like, that's probably has to be up there for, like, the lowest interactions in the league. I'm trying to think, who would have a slower, like, who? Not people on Boston. Everyone else is. This has to be like the slowest interactions in the league. Has to be. I mean, RC's had a 74 Slayer rating. Holy fuck, dude. I didn't know it could get even worse than that. I want to put Insight in the B tier just because his role's a little bit different. I'm actually going to put Insight in the B tier. I'm going to put him in the B tier just because of the work I think he does. I'm going to move some people from Rocker in a second. Actually, I'm going to move him now. Somebody from Rocker got to go in this fucking C tier because I can't have Kenny in the D tier and all three of them in the B tier. It literally just doesn't add up and make sense. I'm going to keep Geo in the B tier. I want to move either Estral or Nero. I kind of want to move Nero just because of inconsistency. But, dude, with the amount of interactions he averages and the fact he averages a 1.0 KD is pretty typical. Like, his interactions, I don't even think you understand. His engagements are has to be like the highest engagements in the league. And, you know, like, this is my list, so I mean, I don't really care. I kind of want to keep him in B, but I've seen him have way more worse games than good games. But I do think he's a B tier player, though. I might want to move Estriel, I'm not going to lie. I want to move one of them. If it ain't going to be Gio, it ain't going to be Nero. It has to be Estriel. That one's tough. I actually might move Nero. I can't have three of them. I can't have three of them in the B tier. I cannot have three of them in the B tier. Somebody got to go. I'm going to do Estriel. I'm going to put him at the top of C, though. I'm going to move Beans to third and put Metals. Actually, I'm going to move 04. 04 to the top of C, Estriel in C. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. Yeah, wait, should I switch anyone else here around? So, Cramp above AG, Snoopy, Purge, Gwyn, TJ. I'm going to put Gio above Nero. I'm going to put Insight at the bottom of B. And then I'm going to put Spark bottom of C. Doesn't have the big enough sample size. Slasher better than Vivid. I could agree with that. Kind of scammed him, though. I'm going to put Xnit above Kismet in C, but not above Beans. Actually, I kind of do want to put him above Beans. I actually am. I'm going to put him above Beans. Everything else looks... kind of want to put, like... I think RC's has to go below Lunars. I think RC's got to go below Lunars for sure. Capsule above Skies does kind of make sense to me. I'm going to put Camby above Awakening. I kind of want to move Awakening down, but I got to keep it like this. I want Priesthood to be fucking dead last. No offense. I'm going to put Dashi in A. I think Kadashi is A tier AR. I think regardless of what Optic did this year, I thought he did really good as an AR. Pretty consistent overall with the slang. He had a very good stage 1. And I just think overall, I mean, it's my opinion, I guess an A tier AR. And especially when we're comparing him to every other AR in the league, there's not many good ARs. Like, all the ARs up here are on the top 4 teams. Every other AR is just average. I'm going to put Merc also in the A tier. I'm going to put him pretty high up in the A tier. Granted, he didn't have a big enough sample size. I want to put him ahead of Real, but I mean, he just came in, but actually I'm going to, dude, he was on fire, dude. I might have to rearrange this A tier a bit. I'm going to put Dash above Ghosty. Should I put Dash above Kleenex? I kind of do. I want to move Envoy a bit. I think Dashy did better than Envoy, but Envoy had some wins, but I mean, that should be getting costed though. And like, you do decide championships from SMG players, and he did make a lot of big plays, so that kind of makes sense. I might move Real down. I think no. I'm gonna put Real above Kleenex because I think Real played better, had a lot more big plays for his team, and won a lot more series, I guess. I may have to rearrange this A. I'm going to rearrange this A right now. I think Neptune's high A right now. I think he's A. Rencor, super. I kind of want to have super above Rencor, to be honest. That's just my opinion. It's super above Rencor. Merc. Envoy. I kind of want to put Dash above Envoy because I didn't want to put Envoy in like the A tier to begin with. I kind of want to put like Miami like above them, but I mean, Envoy has like the wins. He has the clutch factor. He performed very well against Atlanta phase multiple times. So yeah, actually, I just convinced myself. Gonna put Kleenex above Ghosty. I feel like he's more impactful. Obviously, Ghosty doesn't really have anything to do about that, but SMGs are just more naturally impactful anyway. And then Real and Dashi, like, I kind of like it like this. I'm gonna keep it like that. I like it like that. Now we get down to the interesting shit. Now we have 7 names left. For those of you on audio, it's Simp, Abizi, Draza, Cell, Shotzi, Hook, and Joe Deceives. Where should we begin first? I mean, I'm going to put MC in the S tier. I'm going to rearrange the S tier after. But best AR in the game, best main AR, no, not flex AR, but Scrap's basically a fucking main AR. He doesn't pull up the sub at all. So he basically is a main AR. I mean, but MC's always been like literally top AR. Not really much to argue or say about that. Anyone argues that, then you're fucking faded. And here's one I wanted to do next. I want to do Anthony Cuevas Castro Shotzi up next. And where would I put Shotzi? I mean, boy, have I had a lot of YouTube videos to make about him this year. A lot of bad plays, a lot of good plays. Dude, I made so much. He's probably the person I made the most videos about this whole entire year. I want to start by saying we all know Shotzi's a very good player. He's a very highly skilled player. We all know that. We all fucking know that. But, okay? Here's the but. But the one thing that's going to ruin it for me this year is the amount of mistakes that he made. I think that's just going to cost him. But I can't, in my right mind, have Ghosty above him. But Ghosty has wins, though. But Team Ghosty's on, but it doesn't really matter. It's not his choice. I was originally going to put Shotzi in A, but I may have convinced myself just to slot him in B. Because statistics aren't everything for me. So if we look at the statistics for Optic real quick, just to pull this off, because I'm going to be going through everyone on Optic, you can see everything here. Shotzi still has a 1.06 with all the losses that they have. Highest Slayer rating on the team with a 91. He's a very active player, regardless of what people want to say. A 1.06 in hardpoint, 1.07 in S&D, 1.04 in control. Very consistent player, right? Very consistent player. Like, a very good player. But I think the amount of mistakes that he's made that have costed the team and just how he's moved this season, I feel like I need to show him a little bit of hate. Even though I want to throw him in the A tier, I'm going to put him at the top of B. Because it is about performances do have something to do with that. No matter how good of it, like AG is a very good player. Like AG should never be in the B tier. But it's the year that he's had and it's the plays that he's made that have put him in the B tier. And I have to put Shotzi in the B tier as well. I got to show him the exact same energy. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now we get down to the interesting shit. I'm going to do Abizi next. So Abizi's had a very uninspiring year, I think a lot of people would say. I'm going to pull up the statistics for everyone to see. So on the year, he averaged a 1.0, 85 Slayer rating, not bad, 0.99 in respawn, 0.95 in hardpoint, 1.11 in S&D, 1.07 in control. So I mean, not bad statistics at all, right? And we've seen all the big plays he's made in S&D, you know? We've seen a lot. Like, he's been a clutch player. Just like Shotzi, also makes mistakes, not to the level of Shotzi. But to Abizi standards, I mean, not a great year. Part of me wants to slot him in the B tier, but I look at everyone else that's in the B tier and the wins that they've had and how clutch he's gone for them in S&D. I can, in my right mind, put Abizi on the same tier as Nero and Geo. So I'm putting Abizi at the bottom of A. Even though he had a bad year, still made a lot of good plays. His hardpoint was very inconsistent, but he's the type of player where he's negative in hardpoint, he's still making an impact. Except for red card. that fucking red card has to change. Part of me wanted to slot him in B, though. I'm not going to lie. I mean, people could be in the same tier, but I mean, there's a big difference between Shotzi and Insight, you know? It's like top of B and bottom of B, you know? It's like grading, you know? It's like, yeah, you can get an A, but like an A is like 90 to 80. You know, someone could be at 90, someone could be an 80. So it makes sense. So I guess that's how I also have to look at it as well. Part of me wants to put him in B. But I've seen him make so many big plays in S&D that have literally won rounds and clutched up for Atlanta FaZe. They have 2 championships on the year. I mean, I can't fucking put him in B, dude. I just can't. Just can't put him in B. Have to put him bottom of A. Just have to. And like a bad year for him being bottom of A is like not bad at all. You know? Not bad at all. Like, still very good. He's the first blood reaper, 105 first bloods, probably the most in the league, I would assume. It was only his hard point where he pretty much struggled a lot. But, I mean, besides that, I mean, not so bad. Not so bad. I mean, something I want to talk about is OBJ per 10. So he had a 55 OBJ per 10, and he had a 0.95. So he had the lowest OBJ per 10 on the team, but he couldn't go positive, which means he's hopping on the hill less. But you know, could not get more kills, but it is what it is, I guess. I may move him to B. I mean, like, we'll see. But, I mean, he has the championship over Shotzi, so, you know. Now we're down to the final 4. The final 4. So I am going to do Draza next. And Draza, I'm going to put in the A tier. I don't think he's cracking the S tier just yet, but I am going to put him in the A tier for like a stage or two. He was Atlanta FaZe's best player, did kind of regress a lot in like every season they played against, in every series they played against LAT. He was like non-existent. He was like Priesta, just like not even there. And that's the series where he kind of got a win. Had a lot of uninspiring series, but if we're looking at the whole year, still an A-tier player, nowhere near the B tier. He was their best player for a lot of the time. Made a lot of clutch plays that won them, like the Major 1 championship, for example, on the Skyline S&D. I could argue like even like Super and Rancor above him, but he does have like the championships on them, and he's still a very good player. And him doing bad, he's still averaging like basically almost like around the same statistics as the people from Miami, which is fucking hilarious if you really think about it. Like, so he has a 1.03, Rancor has a 1.05, Super has a 1.09. It's like basically the exact same shit. But I may move him, like, where should I move him? Like, he has the championship over Merc, but I feel like if Merc was playing the whole year, I think Merc would honestly be averaging fucking better than fucking Merc is a tank, by the way. Like, I don't think I read fucking Merc's statistics. I should read his statistics on Optic real quick, just so you guys could get a glimpse of Merc. So Merc has a 1.10 overall, 89 Slayer rating, 1.01 in hardpoint, which is his weak mode. Still positive. 1.18 in S&D and a 1.31 in control. And this is on Optic Gaming, not even counting like his fucking time on Ultra, by the way. So not bad, you know? So I think I'd put Draza just ahead of Merc. I kind of want to put Rancor shit above him, but Draza made a lot of big plays. Like, having Neptune, Super, Draza, Rancor is kind of weird, but like Rancor and Super aren't exactly like the same player, and I mean, like, they're both still in the A tier. It's not even bad at all. This is performances, championships, placings, big plays, and my opinion on where I think they rank. I would still take Draza over both of them, to be honest. I may move Draza above him. Actually, I'm going to move Draza above him. I think Draza made a lot of big plays. I'm going to move him above him. So now we're down to the final 3, Sam Pook and Joe Deceives. So this is where it gets interesting. In my opinion, this could be a hot take. Because they haven't won anything. So now we know we're going after either Hook or Joe Deceives. But from the eye test on what I've seen, of everything I've seen, and how the team performs and everything, I think Joe Deceives in Black Ops 6 is an S tier player. And I know we don't want to throw too many people in the S tier, but allow me to explain. If you put anyone else in this team, any other SMG that's not Joe, I don't think they even have like the placings or the success or the amount of wins that they have. I watched some matches they put against Atlanta FaZe. He was quite literally the win condition, and he's the win condition to a lot of their series. Like, a lot of the series are dictated on if Joe is doing well. Like, he is quite literally, even though they haven't won anything, he is quite literally a hard carry on this team. Like, he is the win condition for this team. Like, he is the win condition. No disrespect to Kleenex. A bit more disrespect to Inside and Beans, but I think Joe is like the win condition. And the reason why I'm putting him in the S tier is because I feel the S tier is like the players that you see on the map that are just that much ahead of everyone else. And that's how I feel when I watch Joe. Joe is quite literally like on a level above everyone below him in these tiers when you watch him. Like, the way he reads the map and the statistics he's putting up, bro, he does this while he's also playing on the hill as well. So his overall, put up on the screen because maybe you forgot, a 1.08 overall, Slayer rating 92, 1.08 respawn KD. And he has the highest OBJ per 10 on the team. If you want to take Mercs out, he has a higher OBJ per 10 than Insight. Like, he is literally... if you actually watch him, he actually defaults to the hill a lot. Like, he actually plays for the hill. And the fact that he still averages what he averages hopping on the hill, most kills per 10, basically the most damage next to Kleenex. I mean, Beans also has most damage, but it's basically all the same. Highest OBJ per 10, most engagements next to Kleenex, who has 53, has 51 in S&D. He takes the bomb, still averages a 1.03, which is great. In control as well, a 1.06. And just from everything I watch on the map, I feel like he's like the best player. Obviously the best player on Ultra. I don't think that's a surprise at all. I don't think that's a surprise in the slightest. But I feel when I watch Joe in this game, he is like on that S tier level. And the S tier can't just be about championships. It's about like the different, like, I just feel he is like a top player in this game. And that gets me down to my final two, and that's Hook and Simp. I was thinking about Hook for a bit, where I wanted to put him. Brace with me for a sec, because I need to even think about this even a bit further, because I had ideas to put him in the S tier. And the reason I wanted to put him in the S tier is because, just like Joe, dude, his consistency in hardpoint, I know his OBJ per 10 is not like the greatest. He has a 52, which is on the lower end, but I mean, so does Hydra as well. Like, you know, like all these teams have a fucking low like OBJ per 10. Wait, so what's Hydra's OBJ per 10? Hydra's OBJ per 10 is a 41. Holy fuck, that is just like, he's nowhere near the hill. And he has a 1.13. So Hydra has a 1.13 with a 41 OBJ per 10. And Hook has a 1.15 in hardpoint with a 52 OBJ per 10. But granted, it's just hardpoint. But I feel Hook is one of those players in this game where I watch and I'm just like, dude, everyone already knows he's like the best player on Optic. And I feel I watch him and he's just doing things and reading things like the way that no other player is. Like, he's on that level in terms of this game. But the Optic placings do kind of ruin it for him a bit. I was going to put him in the S tier. I really did want to, but maybe 6 people is a bit too much. But I am going to put him at the top of A. Like, I wanted to put him in the S tier, but I think just like the amount of inconsistency that Optic has had, and maybe just was missing like the for being like the win condition, because yeah, everyone on Optic was like great, so he couldn't really be the win condition. But his consistency this year, like, he rarely ever had like a bad series, you know, rarely ever had a bad series. So I'm gonna put him top A. I'm gonna leave it there. And now, last person I'm going to leave for this tier list is Christopher Lear, Simp. So obviously, Simp's in the S tier. And this is where I wanted to have the conversation. This is why I want to say this for last. Because, obviously no bias, I'm going to take a sip of water. So Scrap is obviously probably going to be the MVP. We all know that. But my criteria is a little bit different. Like, who do you actually think was, like, the best player in this game? And when I think about the best player in the game, they do it all. They contribute everything. I mean, obviously. And, like, you know, obviously championships have to take something to account if you're talking about the best player in the game, because the best player in the game, unless they're dropping 1.5s and they're not winning, they have to at least win a championship or so. But from the eye test and the things I've seen, in my opinion, I may eat my words on this. No, actually, I'm not fucking eating my words on this. I think Simp's the best player in the game. I was thinking about this at work for like the past week, so I actually did have time to fucking think about it. And I'm gonna explain to you why. Scrap obviously gonna win MVP. That's a completely different criteria that you're grading on. Like, the criteria I'm grading on is like best individual player. Obviously, the placings, the championships, all that stuff comes into account somewhat. You know, I can't put Shotzi in the S tier if like his team was like fucking getting like 12th like every time. You know, you just can't do that. God, my voice is starting to get on its last limbs right now. But the reason why I think Simp is the best player in the game and top of the S tier is because he's able to do it with everything. So Simp has an overall of 1.8. So I'm gonna pull it up next to Scraps, and I'm gonna show you guys, because I'm like, obviously it's like AR against SMG, completely different, but I just want to like put you guys on the same wavelength as me. Real quick. All right, like, so hear me out here. So I'm gonna walk with me a little bit. So right now we're just opening statistics now. Fuck the tier list right now. So Scrap has a 1.14 overall. He has a 94 Slayer rating. Top of the line AR, as best as it could get when it comes to ARs. I mean, obviously, AR's best gun in the game, right? All that shit. And Hydra up there has a 1.13, 95 Slayer rating. It's just fucking absurd what they're doing. A 1.13 in hardpoint from Hydra, 1.11 from Scrap. Basically have the same kills per 10. Scrap has just a damage dealer. OBJ per 10, obviously higher than his. In S&D, Scrap wasn't doing that great at S&D. All of a sudden, in the second half, turned it around. These statistics got vastly changed, like, after fucking Major 2. I think they just locked in S&D, and his statistics in S&D changed. So a 1.21 in S&D is fucking tippable out of Scrap. Like, definitely MVP. Control 1.15. I mean, he's just fucking tearing it apart. We're gonna compare us to Simp now. SMG 1.08 compared to Scrap's 1.14. Obviously SMG, AR, completely different roles. You can see the engagements OBJ per 10. You can see Simps, he's a 65 engagements. Scrap has more engagements. AR, he's on the hill less. Simps on the hill more. Kills per 10. I mean, Scrap basically does better in pretty much every category. S&D, Simp has a 1.2, and he carries the bomb. Like, he has a 1.2 carrying the bomb, which, I mean, pretty fucking tippable when you think about that. Because not many other players in the league that carry the bomb have that great KDs, besides maybe TJ and Joe. And then Control, 1.05. Scrap, obviously, just slaying and everything, just way better slaying. So hear me out here. Okay, hear me out, because the statistics, you guys are probably like, okay, guys, like, the fucking statistics, like, Scrap's the best player in the game. Shut the fuck up. So here's my reasoning. Because I take everything into account, statistics, all placings. I feel like Simp's the best player in the game because of what he does with the sub, and he could also do it with an AR. The times he pulls an AR on red card, he's like a walking fucking 2.0. Like, makes you think if he was using the air the whole year, he would probably have scrap statistics, like, you know. But he's using an SMG, hops on the hill, like he's on the hill, control on the point. Like, he actually is like playing OBJ like pretty much all the time. He's exactly like Joe. Like, carries the bomb, hard point, on the point. Like, he literally does everything, and he does everything well. And the fact that he averages what he averages with a sub, and he actually is the win condition for Atlanta FaZe, regardless of how good the rest of the team is, because we've seen series where MC honestly is like literally like the fuck star player. But we see when Simp does bad, they don't win, like, at all. Like, he needs to do good or they don't win. And I've always been mesmerized how a player could, like, this is why I'm mesmerized by him and Joe, like how players could do everything and still have way better statistics than everyone else in the league. Granted, they have way different players shooting over them, but I mean, he has Inside and Beans, who are both like in the BC tier. So I mean, fucking Joe is just doing fucking wonders. Honestly, he's doing fucking wonders. But I have Simp at the top because I think overall player doing everything in every aspect of the game. Like, you have to think, Scrap's a very one-dimensional player. Like, obviously, he's like a top 2 player in this game. A lot of people will say number 1, but he literally only uses the AR. He doesn't take bomb in S&D. Like, you know, he's not a hill player. His job is to go get kills, and he does it very well. He's like the best in the game at doing that, you know? But I'm taking into account everything, and Simp does fucking everything. And this is another reason why I don't have Hydra up there. Like, you could say Hydra's the best player in the league. You saw the statistics, like, Scrap and Hydra are farming the league. Like, they're farming the league with statistics and everything. But I'm taking into account everything. The fact that Simp is, like, basically up there with them, doing all the dirty work. Like, he's doing what Envoy's doing, but Envoy's, like, not in the S tier. Like, you know? Like, he does, like, that type of shit. And he's, like, still like top KD in the league, top S&D in the league, like, you know, top damage dealer. Like, he literally does everything. When he pulls out an AR, he's like a 2.0, but he rarely ever pulls out the AR because they already have 2 ARs, you know? So I think personally Simp's the best player in the game because he just does everything, and he does everything better than most people. He's had a lot of inconsistency, but you could say the same thing for LAT. They had inconsistency too. Every player in the world has inconsistency. It's just the way it is. But yeah, that's my reasoning for it. I just feel like he does everything, and he does it very well. And when I think about the best player in the game should be able to do everything. Like, Scrap quite literally just uses the AR only. He's not even a flex. Like, I thought he was a flex because of how fucking fast he moves, but he doesn't pull out the sub in this game. That's what Dan Ghosty does. So looking around here, do I want to, like, move anything? I mean, I kind of feel harsh having 04 in, like, the C tier. Like, that kind of feels hard. I'm moving him to B. I can't fucking put Insight above him. I can't do that. I might move Insight to C. I'm not going to lie. But that kind of goes against everything I was fucking talking about. I think he's a B-level AR. B-level AR. That's what I'm going to say. He's had some good performances. I'm going to put 04. Like, I mean, I have to put him above Purge, right? I got to put him above Purge. So funny how he just fucking jumped. 04 just jumped. I'm going to put Geo above. Actually, no. I actually like what TJ does. I'm going to put him like that. Inside, I'm going to keep him in B. K, good. C, Estrial Metals. Yeah, you can't have 3 fucking B tier players and not make champs. That doesn't make sense. Somebody got to go in the C tier. Actually, might be Nero, dude. I think I just have a soft spot for Nero. I just appreciate, like, the work he does, honestly. But the way he plays is very inconsistent. Like, being able to sprint and everything. The fact he averages a 1.0, like, that part's very tippable from the amount of engagements that he has. I mean, that part is super fucking tippable. Because a lot of people have those engagements and they're getting farmed. Like, he's still doing very well. So I think he's a B tier player. I'm just going to keep it like that. Anything else I want to change? I kind of like this. I'm not going to lie. A BZ maybe B tier, maybe. No, I'm not going to do that either. I just can't do that. I'll put a B above Kleenex too. I kind of want to put him above Dashi too. Hook top A, I like that a lot because I was actually going to put him in S tier. I like Neptune like right after him. Draza, Super, Rancor, Merc. I kind of want to move Merc up here, but just the fact he hasn't played the whole year is a hindrance, but he's still pretty high. I'm going to have him above... Should I have him above Envoy? I mean, this is player... This is more like individual player than it is placings, but placings do sort of like have like a thing on it. But I am going to put Merc above Envoy. I think he's just... I think fucking Merc's gross. I like this. I'm going to keep it like this. So now I'm going to read it out for those of you on audio. I'm going to read out all the players too. So at the top of the S tier, I have Christopher Lear Simp, followed by Scrap, Hydra, Celium, and Joe Deceives. And then top of the A tier is Hook, followed by Neptune, Draza, Super, Rencor, Mercules, Envoy, Real, a BZ, Dashi, Kleenex, and Ghosty. And then top of the B tier, Anthony Cuevas Castro Shotzi, followed by Nasty, Abuza, Kremp, Pred, Snoopy, 04, Purge, Gwyn, TJ, Geo, Nero, Insight, who I'm still thinking maybe C tier, but I'm going off intangibles as well, not going to lie. Top of the C tier, Estriel, followed by Metals, Exnid, Beans, Kismet, Johnny, Slasher, Vivid, and Spart. And then over in the D tier, I have Dante. God, that one's so funny. He doesn't deserve to be there, but I'm fucking doing that one for the video. Dante, Dillard Rex, Capsule, Skies, Kenny, Lunars, and RCD. So I kind of want to put an F, dude. He's had a fucking shitter year. I actually might throw him an F. I'm actually going to throw RC's an F. Not going to lie. I'm going to throw him an F. Because if Priest is doing bad, you have to do good. So yeah, I changed that. So now top of the F, RCD's, Cammy, Awakening, Attach, Fellow, and Priesta at the bottom. If I included everyone in if there's like King of Body in here and all those people, I mean, probably be a little bit different. Actually, I'm gonna put RC's at the bottom of D. I'm gonna put him bottom of D because I do feel he should have another shot in the league next year. That's just me. So yeah, RC's is not top of F anymore. That's Cammy now, and then Awakening, Attached, Fellow, Priesta. RC's now bottom of D. This is my tier list. Like it or hate it, I could probably switch names around for another half an hour, but I'm not going to do that. It's 11:49. Going to upload this so it could be on your feeds on Monday morning. But that is it for me, guys. That is it for the Burrito Talk Podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Keep it locked for all the content coming this week, and keep grinding because you never know who's watching. This has been Burrito. Bada boom, bada bye. We'll see you next time.